Lovely people. Alright, you gorgeous people. Let's check Morissette singing Golden. I mean, Morissette, I've done reaction back in the days of the first times, we did Filipino music, like 5 years ago or so. So I have a history with those great singers, and she became such a huge YouTuber as well. So it's nice to see. It's nice to go back here and check her out, her performance. Also, to my Filipino audience, if you care also about gossips and just in general daily news, this type of stuff, a little bit random, a little bit like serious, a little bit unserious. I'm starting this new channel. If you want to join there, Frank Valkyrie TV, for this type of content, I would super very much appreciate. I'm trying something new, something different. So anyway, let's go back to Morissette. Let's go.
Given the throne, I didn't know how to believe I was a queen that I'm meant to be. I live to lie, try to play both sides, but I couldn't find my own place. Called a problem child, cause I got too wild, but now that's how I'm getting paid.
I love always, the hand how it moves, and to give yourself also sort of the direction. It's automatic, and you see, of course, that she knows exactly where to go with the voice. But I love reading the hand. It's fantastic.
She on stage, I'm done hiding now. I'm shining like I'm born to be.
She's more contained here, I have to say. Very lovely, because those changes, you go from like chest voice to head voice to mixed voice, like you do those passage, and honestly they're always quite difficult. I always find very difficult to do those things. Sometimes also like singing, let's say in the fashion of Coldplay for male singer, right, where you start to go almost in the yodeling head voice falsetto and come back, landing all the way back.
But now that's how I'm getting paid. Put a tree on stage, I'm done hiding now. I'm shining like I'm born to be. We're dreaming hard, we came so far, now I believe we're going up, it's our moment. Together we're glowing. Gotta be golden. Voices, you wanna got you so woman. Gotta be golden. I'm done hiding now, I'm shining.
I mean, honestly, I have to say, first of all, it's nice because this is really the take of the video. You see it there in the back, you see it here, like the audio match. The other one we did was spectacular, but was also not the same take. Like the video didn't match the take of the audio, which is fine, but that's because on the other reaction I thought this seems fake. But then, it's kind of common. Morissette is just an excellent voice. And I like actually that the song is a little bit imperfect in some places, but it makes it even more natural to me in that way, and more engaging.
Like I'm born to be. Oh, our time, no fears, no lies. That's who we're born to be.
Man, that was powerful and beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. And what I mean by imperfection, this stuff, it's difficult to do. This type of phrasing live, it's very difficult to do, especially if you don't use something that helps you out. Maybe a vocoder, like a vocal pitcher, shifter, whatever you call them, like auto-tuner, which might aid you in certain passage. Because those passages are difficult, and sometimes you hear when she's landing back, maybe in certain places, it's a little bit like sharp or flat, which is completely fine. It's almost barely detectable in that way. But I personally like that. And then you see the climb into that freaking skyrocketing belting, right? That she pushes a little bit also more into just a little bit. I want to say that's falsetto because that's so freaking high. And she gives a lot of power there. Look at this. And she hits like a couple times in a row.
Fears no lies, that's who we're born to be.
when you jump this high in between octaves, it's really hard
So
to.
long to break these walls down, to wake up and feel like me. But these patterns all in the past now, and finally live like the girl they all see. No more hiding, I'll be shining like I'm born to be. 'Cause we are hunters, voices strong and I know I believe we're going up, it's how we're moving. You know together we're moving, gotta be golden. Oh, baby, there are voices. You wanna get just a woman, gotta be golden. Oh, I'm done hiding now, I'm shining like I'm born to be.
Man, that's amazing, really. That's really fantastic. And again, I have the suspicion that this type of music nowadays, it's more taught at the table with the idea of using, you know, a vocal shifter, auto-tuner in mind, because this type of phrasing really is challenging to do one take. You have to keep in mind that basically almost nobody does one takes. Usually already for 30 years, people do punch in, you know, like they do phrases, you know, and they punch in the artist in certain part, like they do phrase by phrase to get the product. And this is a common technique already, like I said, for like since the 80s, you know, since the early 90s or something. So it's nothing new there. And a lot of songs are conceived that way, right? But when you see a singer, like that's why, you know, singers struggle to be like incredibly pitch perfect on everything, because there are so many shifts, right, that it's like using a fretless. Some of the shift is like, you know, using a fretless instrument. You're gonna hear a little bit on that word or whatever, a little bit flat or whatever, just, you know, you hear in the headphones slightly, and you hear also because the original version, it's basically tuned, so it's like digitally perfect, and no singer sounds like that. And I appreciate this 100,000% more. And the fact that she's nailing it, it's even more remarkable, honestly, you know? Really.
Oh, I went time, no fears, no lies, and to a be. You know we're gonna be golden. We're gonna be golden. Make sure everything.
Man, she had to push right there. Wow, she's doing great though. Look at that. Wonderful. She has grown so much since we did reactions. Probably you will find the reactions on my channel from 2018 or even 2019. Go check them out on the bus, Wish bus, you know, and those are the things. Those were the early days. Also for me as a reactor, as a singer reactor channel, I had like probably like 10,000 subscribers or something. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Please subscribe, leave a comment, share, do all kinds of nice things so that we signal the algorithm to push higher and higher.